Good evening, guys. Another ink and watercolor illustration today. Hello, good evening. We just wait for 2-3 minutes till people come in. How has the week been going? So we've been doing a lot of ink and water illustrations of late, and I think this month I'll be continuing that. And from next month again we're resuming our workshops and everything. Hopefully we've not been able to do much in the last 2 months, but yeah, I hope you all have been watching the reels and the IGTV videos, and I've been trying stuff. So yeah, got people coming in now. So who likes having a pizza? That's what I'm doing today. I generally don't know how much and what I'll cover, but let's see. So the fun part of these live videos is that I'm doing all these paintings for the first time in the live itself. So it's a unique experience that way. No, even the errors come in at the same time, and still there's something to learn and create at the same time. So I think let's now begin. Just put it on the tripod. Give me 1 second. So if you all are making it along, all I've just done is made the outer tray like the Pizza Hut photo. I'll just show you the photo that I've taken, and we'll see how it turns out to be. Yeah, I'll just show you the photo and everything. So is the video looking okay? So this is the original photo from Pizza Hut that I've that come across. So let's see, I'll be putting in some toppings and then we start creating stuff accordingly. Yeah, so let's see how it goes. So this is the photograph which I'm converting into a painting. I'm making only one, of course. I'm not making two. We won't finish in an hour otherwise. But let's see. So what I've done so far, I'll just tell you that much. I've made the outer circle, which is the tray, like the pan, and I've just divided approximately into 6 parts. They're not equal, as you can see. It's just to get just an approximate shape. Now we'll be making the illustration and the pizza slices and stuff like that, and I guess we're good to go. Yeah, so I think let me begin, and then I will.
Asia means a big fashion festival.
So let me begin now. So basically, when we're making a pizza slice or making any food illustration, the idea is the overall shape has to resemble the food item or any object. A little here and there, of course, is allowed, but the basic outline has to be similar. Secondly, if you all saw the original sketch also, there are some pizza slices and some gaps in between, like the food is falling and there is some separation, so you make your gaps accordingly. Okay, and give a rough kind of a border. Don't give it an absolutely circular border, so it looks much more realistic. Okay, so let me first make the outlines. You see, I'm just making rough outlines right now, leaving some space in between and taking it round. Okay, The idea is you'll have to leave some space between the two slices. Hello. Okay, so a little roughness, as if the crust is a little puffy. And we got the last slice on now. So approximately we got the shape ready. Now we start filling in the toppings. Okay, and then we start doing the coloring. So for the toppings, you all can select whatever you like. What you will do is keep the end approximate. You'll draw one rough line like this. Okay, with the pen. Can you see how I'm drawing with dotted line? So you know that this is the end of the pizza, the bun, the bread area, you know, which you're not going to cover. And then you can start adding things. Now whatever you like, you can add. If you want to add olives, you can make olives like this. So you make a circle, inner circle. Okay, some olives, what you do, you twist them and then slightly take it down. Now the food items have to overlap each other. Okay, then only the effect is going to actually show through. So try to, you know, decide 2 or 3 toppings. Don't make too many, otherwise we won't finish. That is one thing, and it'll look too messy. It's an illustration, it's not a proper painting. Okay, you have to understand that when we do an illustration, the overall image has to just resemble. So I'm just making the olives first. You can see how I'm twisting them a little bit and giving a little shape. Okay, then some onions. So what I do is just make these kind of rectangles a little broad. Yeah, even I'm really also waiting to see what it actually turns out to be. I also have no idea. Okay, so onions like this. Now you put up various things. You want to put paneer, you want to put corn, you decide, but you'll have to basically show it through the color. Okay, the shape is not going to give you much detail except for maybe the leaves, like if you're putting basil leaves or sun-dried tomatoes or something like that. So you can make shapes like that, or jalapenos. Okay, say I'm putting capsicums here, so I'll be putting some greens here. Okay, I want to put some red tomato kind of a thing here. So you see, I'm now starting to fill the details. Okay, so that's how you're going to develop the details. Again, like I said, you'll have to decide how much you want to put in, and it shouldn't be so much that the entire thing looks too congested, because you want the red and the, you know, yellows to come in well. Okay, so you all can also just make it's like a doodle illustration probably in that sense. So decide your toppings. I'll maybe show a jalapeno here maybe. Thank you so much. It is just illustration so far. Until the color comes in, I don't know how it's going to actually give an effect, but let's see. Alright, so we're doing a pizza illustration today. Like you see, I'm just adding some details. I'm adding like paneer and onions and capsicum. So I'll just plant the objects and just put them, okay? But I'll keep enough space in between that it doesn't overpower anything. So who doesn't like pizza here? Anybody who doesn't like pizza? Hello Shobha. Okay, so like you see, I'm just putting some various objects and filling the area now. Some part I'm just letting it come out also. Okay, so I think let's first do this much and then take a call if we need to add something as we proceed. Yeah, and I'm just giving a little background, like maybe a slide wood and some leaves. This is just to give the little look, little feel to the entire drawing. So that completes our basic sketch. We'll be starting the coloring now. Any questions in the sketch so far? Alright, so no questions so far. So I think let's continue with the coloring. Okay, so here I'll be using smaller brushes today in comparison to what I usually use because the area is small. Ideally, I would have preferred to do this on an A4 paper. It gives more area to work, but we're doing this today on a A5 paper. So what you guys can do is first take yellow ochre and the sides, okay, the bread slices, just first color those. The reason of doing this is, just so that you know where your boundary is.
India's biggest fashion festival is here.
Hello Sia. Okay, just one sec. So I probably should download the YouTube music and keep the YouTube ads are playing. Okay, so you can see with the chrome yellow, I'm just adding some basic background of the crust. We will first finish an entire wash layer and then we will be proceeding with the details. Any questions so far? Anybody who is by any chance painting along today or is excited about this painting? So I always try to save my lives. All of the lives I've always tried to save them unless Instagram gives me an issue. Otherwise my lives are always saved. Okay, so now the cheesy area, what I'm doing is I will take a little yellow and reds, okay, and fill this area first, okay. So it will be a combination of yellow and red, so it looks like there is cheese and it looks like there is ketchup or the tomato base. Okay. So I'm filling all the side areas first. When we do an illustration, normally we try to keep the pizza more red because it distinctly shows better, okay? I'm also looking forward to the outcome. Let's see how it turns out. Okay, so the more whiter area you keep, the more cheesy effect it will give, and the more red area that you give, it'll look like the tomato base is there. Okay, so you need to figure that out, and the details you're going to give in the condiments, okay, the toppings. Hello. So like you see, I'm just using a little yellow and leaving spaces in between. I hope you can see I'm leaving enough spaces in between. I put some reds also. And pull some cheese side, okay? Hello, Crafty Corner. Okay, so a little bit of the yellow is now starting to come in, and this has to be very light. Okay, the wash layer you're going to keep very light because you need to determine how much you want to add the reds, the greens. If it's too dark in the first go, then that becomes a little difficult to manage. So first make an entire light painting and then always proceed to give it the necessary details which you feel you need to add. Okay, so far all okay? Is it looking like it's going towards becoming a pizza? Okay, I'm just waiting for this to dry. Until that time, what I'll do is I will finish the outer periphery. So, you know, the pan pizzas come in this pan. So, we just make that brown till that time. Okay. So this you can actually apply light, the one brown shade to the entire thing, because then we'll be darkening it. Okay, so just uniformly you can just apply brown on the outside. This is till the time this is drying, okay? And this painting will only start looking good once the third layer comes in, so please be a little patient. Okay, even the gaps you need to fill in the brown, okay? So you can see I'm just doing the base layer. Okay, this is all going to become dark, so don't worry about it. I'm also just adding a little to the background. Okay, even the background I'm going to give a woody effect, but I'll give a different shade. Okay. I'm taking a little crimson now. And a little lighter area, some areas will be lighter. I'm just finishing all this simultaneously because we are doing a live and I need to finish the entire painting in 1 hour, okay? Normally we would do this afterwards. So usually I use the background also as a wood. Once we give detail to the plate, then it will stand out, okay? I think everybody's waiting for me to actually paint the pizza and I'm doing the background. So just give me 2 minutes. Hi Shraddha, you've joined in. Okay, so just wait for some time guys, because I know the painting looks weird right now, but it'll get there. Okay, I think that's enough for the background. Now let's start focusing on the actual pizza. Yeah. So just one second with my brush. Yeah. So you all saw first I did the crust, then I just showed you all a little bit of red here. Now we'll actually start giving the colors to the condiments. Okay. So if you're using these sun-dried tomatoes or any other red areas, so you'll have to give those a dark bright red. Maybe smaller. So you need a small brush for this painting particularly. Okay. So wherever you're planning to put the reds, okay, just start putting reds there, okay. Even if it doesn't look the exact same shape that you had planned, it's okay. It's not going to actually make that much of a difference, but the colors are going to look much better. Okay, so now you see once the reds have started coming in, there's some shape now that's coming in. So it can be a tomato, it can be chilies, anything that's red is okay. Okay, see to it that there's sufficient red, so even if you just want to make some like lines here, it's okay. Okay, so in the cheese I'm just adding some red areas now. So this you have to blend out, okay, so it doesn't stand out too much. But you need to see to that you color every condiment, okay? It shouldn't be empty anywhere. So you all see now I'm just taking the reds in some areas and filling this. Okay, if you want to add more, make it more cheesy, then you won't take reds at all. You will just keep the yellow base. Okay. Starting to look like a pizza now. Little bit. I don't know, guys. I'm also painting this for the first time, so we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so now the color which is actually going to give a lot of effect, the color green. Okay. So first I always take a lighter green and then we can add the layer with the darker green. Okay, so your capsicums are all green. And there's going to be a lot of capsicum. Because once we actually, the green will make the painting look much more alive. Okay. So any long sticks you can make as the capsicum, and see to it that there's sufficient green. Okay. We still got onions, olives, and then we got shadows to give. So we have a couple of things that we actually still need to do. Okay, one I had made an jalapeno, but just giving that approximate shape. So you don't need to be very accurate, which I've already said before. It's more about when you're doing an illustration, it should resemble and give an idea of what the painting is supposed to be. Okay, so let's now move the olives, and then we'll see the onions, and then we'll take a call how to add more details. Okay, I still have the entire layer left. Okay, so don't worry, we have not given any depth so far. We are just doing the base colors as yet. Okay, now for the olive, I would ideally suggest you take a dark purple rather than taking a black. But if we'll see if the purple is not looking dark enough, then I'll add a little black to it. Okay. So all these spaces which are there in between, you need to fill those with a shadow. Okay, so there'll be yellow or reds which are coming in. And we will be putting a second layer. Okay, so don't worry. So I love olives, so I'm putting a lot of olives. Okay, are we all good? Any questions, anything that you want to ask so far? Now is it looking better than what we started with? Okay, so I'm just coloring the olives with the base color, and then we can give the details. Okay, we've still got the onions left. We still got to make more cheese, and the plate entirely is left. Alright, so let me color this also green. Forgot an olive. Thank you, thank you. Starting to come to life, no? Now once we started coloring everything, but the entire detailing is left. So once we do that, that's once the painting will start having much more life. Okay, so let's now do the onions. So for the onions, what we normally do is we take a little crimson. You can add a little brown to it actually, and you get a lighter shade, a little muddier crimson. and then add just a little bit of blue. Okay, this is actually a very small area. Probably I should have tried this on the A4 only. Okay, but keep it little lighter and keep enough space in it. Okay, now you see there's no shadow as yet on the entire painting, so once we give the shadow, then it'll look better. Okay, I think this needs a little more red on this particular slice, so let me do that. Okay, so I'll just take a 2 minutes break. Any questions? Anybody has anything that they want to ask, or should I start with the detailing now? Anything that anybody wants to ask, inquire before I proceed? Alright, let me continue. So now I'm going to give the details to the entire painting. Okay, so let's begin with the outer periphery. So by the time that dries, we have better area. Now in between the pizza slices, you're going to keep enough darkness, so you can take a little black or a little dark brown, whatever you want to take. Okay, this has to have enough shadowy effect. Then only the pizza slices will look distinct from each other. Hello. Okay, so you can take black or a dark brown. Okay, and you see the shadow that I'm now giving. So you can see now the slices are looking separate from each other. We still have to give the entire detail to each and every slice, so it will take another 10-15 minutes. I will now slightly have to increase the speed, otherwise we won't finish. Okay, so a little black and brown on against the slice. So now all the slices have started looking separate from each other. Okay, now this entire pan we need to first darken. So again same thing. As if its depth here. Okay, so we need to show that depth. Can you see now the piece? This is stood up suddenly. Okay. Okay, that way the entire periphery needs to be colored, and then we come to the border of the plate. Anybody who's still there from the beginning, by any chance? Alright, so we just wait for a minute for this to dry. Until the meantime, I'll start giving a more details to the bread and redness to the painting. So okay, now I'm taking the yellow sufficiently and filling in the areas. Now the yellow and the reds have to fill in the areas which I have kept blank. Okay. So is the painting now looking better than what we started with? Okay, now I'm making the bread also darker. Okay, this has to be sufficiently dark. Sorry. And you need to fill all the areas. Okay, you see how I'm now adding a little depth to the entire painting, which was not there earlier. Give a little brown also in some places, give more shadowy effect. Sufficiently. See to it that the crust has enough brown and yellow ochre so that it looks like it's the separate area. So you can see I'm just first finishing the borders a little bit. Then we'll go in a little bit inside the pizza to start giving more details there. I hope it's starting to look like a pizza. Okay, so again, wherever there is less yellow or less color, just take a little yellow, mix it with a little yellow ochre and give that effect. Okay. I think it's looking pretty okay now. It's looking what it's supposed to look like. So I'm just moving the white areas and covering those, and then the last thing that we will be doing is the condiments. We'll give them a little more details. Okay. That's a nice comment. Not eaten outside for now how many months I don't remember. Okay, so you can see I'm just giving a little depth to the painting which was not there earlier. So guys, do tell your friends also to please join in whenever we do these lives. Okay, now the reds need to be highlighted more. So what I'm doing is going to be adding a little reds like this. Okay. Here if I feel there is no red, I just add some red and then I'll give an outline with the pen. Okay, because we are doing an illustration now, that's the point. If I put in too much in the beginning, I may not know how much I want to add. So what I do is now just add some reds, and then as soon as they dry, I can just give them an outline. For right now I'm using Faber-Castell watercolors, and I have a couple of them, but right now the ones I'm using are Faber-Castell watercolors. So where the crust is meeting, I'm just making a little highlight there. less done with the painting. It's giving little shadows. Hi Akshay. कैसा लग रहा है? लग रहा है पिज़्ज़ा? So I think pretty decent outcome, yeah. Thanks Akshay. पिज़्ज़ा जैसा लगना चाहिए, अगर वो लग रहा है तो ठीक है, काम हो गया अपना. Okay, so just giving this border a little bit of a feel of wood. Yeah, so I think that pretty much finishes the painting, guys. Any suggestions or anything that you want me to add, explain? पेंसिल स्केचिंग लाइव पे यार होता नहीं है टाइम में, एक घंटे में यार. तो अभी फ़िलहाल ये महीने के लिए तो यही कर रहा हूँ, इंक एंड वाटर इलस्ट्रेशन. So that's it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope the outcome is pretty okay. So thanks for joining in, guys. Have a good night. Take care. Bye bye.